So today, Stats Canada released the last round of census data from the 2016 census, which included educational outcomes, the labor force data, labor or language being used in the workplace, and transit or commuting data, commuting to and from work. And so there's a few, we pulled our data at an Essex County level, so we're looking at the whole region, not just the city of Windsor, but also the county of Essex. And what we saw was, there was some growth particularly in the education data. There were some interesting numbers in there. So there's growth in college and university performance here in Windsor, Essex County. So we're at 26 and 24% of the particular workforces have a college or university degree. We have seen some decline compared to 2006 in in parallel with the decline in manufacturing, but an ongoing decline in people with skills, trades, and apprenticeships in our community. So it went from 9% to 7%. It's still higher than the provincial average at 6%, but it's still a decline, and that's really as a result of the change in our economy that's occurred locally. We have fewer people with less than a high school diploma than we did in previous censuses, but we still lag behind the province with a total number of people with just a high school diploma at 29% compared to 24%. So there's about a 5% gap there, where we have 5% more of the population in the general working age of 25 to 64 with just a high school diploma. Statistics Canada data is really foundational for not only the work at United Way, but a lot of community organizations and even government not only in Essex County, but across the province. We use it to help target where our programs are needed most and what are the needs of the community, but government agencies use them for planning purposes and developing tax plans and things like that for the community. They're really a foundational piece that really tell us the who, the what, the where, the when, the why, the how of what's going on in our community. And really, without the census data, you'd have this black hole where you'd know there's a problem, but you wouldn't be able to really identify what's the root cause and why is the problem there. And so this is the last release of the 2016 census data, and now that all the data is out, we have an opportunity to really start meshing pieces of that data together. So we can pull data on low-income populations and look at educational attainment. We can look at the labor force and really drill down to specific areas in specific neighborhoods, whether it's a community, so we'll see what's happening out in LaSalle or out in Leamington, or we can look at a neighborhood in Windsor and drill down to Drewlard Road or Glengarry and say, what's the specific issue in that community, and then how do we tackle that issue? And that really allows us to then, make strategic decisions, not only as a United Way, but then share those decisions with the community, and then hopefully bring the community along, trying to solve those specific issues that are facing our region.